Alright, so hello Moonies! Yo guys, it's me Moonlight-kun, and we're doing a fake Grand Order live stream. Cause why not? Yoo-hoo! And we're gonna be live streaming Lost Belt 5 Part 2 Olympus. And not because we're trying to hurry up to Lost Belt 6. Honestly, dude. And honestly, I want to go back to make more FGO content, and we also want to have a good time. So let's go, Moonies. And let me erase this. But our donation links are down in the description below. We may have small hats, but we're not that greedy. Anyway, let's go. But before we do, let me make a few changes. I'm Moonlight-kun, your host. Let's see. To all the newcomers, we're artists, we're gamers, we're outliers or whatever. And thank you for joining our stream, dude. Let's see. Oh, it's not much of a big deal, but we posted a new gaming vid up on our channel, Moonlight Gaming, on YouTube, so hit us up. At Moonlight Gaming on YouTube. Woohoo! Ah, jeez. Wait, and that's even more uneven. Please be patient with us. Oh boy. There we go. And perfect. If you're wondering why we're falling so behind in terms of fake Grand Order, well, we have other games to play. And unfortunately, one of those games is Genshin. And I have so many PS Vita games I need to catch up on too. And also Final Fantasy 14. Alright, let's get this on the road, Moonies. Woo! Let's see. Oh wait, before we move on, let me check the stream. We here at Moonlight Artists, we don't have any dual monitors, so bear with us. Let's see. Twitch looks okay. Restream looks okay. And so does YouTube. Sweet. Woo! Jeez, what is up with my voice? Alright, let's do this. Interstellar Mountainous City, Olympus. Oh. And hit us up on our regular channel, Moonlight Artists on YouTube. Oh boy. Ooh, stars. People have always turned their gaze skyward. In ancient times, they saw gods dwelling in the heavens. For many long years, the sky was a sacred domain that remained ever beyond reach. Damn it. But then at one point, proper human history began to see untold possibility in the vast space beyond the sky. From then on, it was no longer a mystery to be feared, but a riddle to be solved. That's right, we will use every tool we can, our minds especially, to discover— Damn it! Sit. We will use every tool we can, our minds especially, to discover what makes you tick. We will never stop again, not until we have claimed the heavens for ourselves. The arrogance of humanity. We will turn our gaze skyward, and one day, we will bring down the gods. Ooh, the background's just like our stream backgrounds. Really. I mean, look. Pretty bold words. Whoa. Beyond the great pit. An impossibly enormous structure floats on the other side of the vast ocean, the texture that covers the planet's surface. As seen from the main monitor of the storm border, currently soaring through the air. The structure appears to be a place inhabited by thousands, if not millions of people. Who wants to live in a place like that? Is that a city? Oh boy. Not sure I can do any voice impersonations, but I'll try. Senpai, look up! Senpai, look up in the sky. Atop this sprawling city sits another enormous structure. A giant iceberg. Whoa! Above that, great mountains of translucent crystal loom even higher. Crystal! And there, beyond the crystalline peaks. Oh, that must be the real tree of emptiness. Lies the very thing they've been searching for. The roots of cosmic fantasy stretching out into space. That's the Tree of Emptiness. That's the Tree of Emptiness we saw from Atlantis. But that's not the only thing that surprised me. I never would have dreamed that there would be such a massive hollow space underneath the Great Pit. Well, Mass, Rodon just proved to us that there's actually a concave Earth. I guess the Flat Earth crew was actually correct. It doesn't look subterranean either. It's more like an entirely different world. This is the true surface of the Earth. While it no doubt would appear to be the bowels of the Earth from up on Atlantis. It is, in fact, the true face of this Atlantic lost belt. Atlantis itself is mere camouflage. In proper human history's Greek mythology, the age of man was ushered in through two great wars known as Machia. But what is going on in this lost belt? How is it able to control this space to such a degree? How is it able to advance this far? It appears to operate in the same manner as the Chinese lost belt, in that it fully embraces its Tree of Emptiness, but the manner in which it does is so wholly opposite the Chinese lost belts. While the Chinese lost belts hid its Tree of Emptiness completely, here it has been allowed to flourish to the greatest possible extent. At least that's what it looks like. That part down by the base must be the city. Yeah, it looks just like something you see in a science fiction novel. Yeah, Nemo. And aren't you from a fiction novel too? Yo, dude. Jeez. Speaking of which, this reminds me. Really makes you wonder what the hell's down there in Antarctica. I mean in the real world, really. It's easily as impressive as the pictures of proper human history skyscrapers Sion showed me. I can't tell what the exact dimensions of this city are just from looking at it, but it's safe to say there are at least 10 million people living there, minimum. Jeez. I hope we can finish 9 chapters by tonight. 10 million people. So this is really it, huh? So this is where our attack on the Atlantic lost belt really begins. Indeed, it would seem we truly have our work cut out for us. Ooh. That, of course, is as true here in this fifth of the 7 hells as it ever was. And as Da Vinci said before, we cannot blind ourselves to the cost of our actions, not even for a moment. That being said, how one reacts to such a cost depends entirely on the individual. and I for one am delighted by how you all have held onto your humanity in the face of such adversity. Computer room here, sorry to interrupt, but I just finished scanning our vicinity. And just like I expected, the atmosphere here is just chock full of magical energy. And just like Da Vinci to be so cheery. So this is the age of gods. The magical energy's density, at least on par our records of the 7th singularity, if not higher. Are you serious? But the 7th singularity was in Mesopotamia, during proper human history's age of gods. And you're telling me this place exceeds its magical energy density? Something just forced its way to our comms line. It's not from the wandering sea. Is it Wodime? Look up ahead, the signal's coming from that colossal structure. Fear us. Praise us. For you gaze upon the mighty Olympus. The name of this lost belt I rule, given in honor of our great ark that has crossed the ocean of space. I gotta admit, I can't see a face in the middle of there. Wait a minute. Hold on, Moonies. Wait. Right around here. It kind of resembles a face. Well, at least to me. Now prostrate yourselves and weep before me. For it is grand throne of the gods. It's not meant for the eyes of such insignificant specks as you. What's going on? Are we being attacked? His voice is so heavy. Is it Zeus? This presser is immense, and he's not even here in person. It's as powerful as a spell designed to attack the mind. Da Vinci, quick, raise our bounded field's output before something happens to Moonlight or Moonier. Got it. Now then. Between this immense presser and this man of speech, it looks like they're rolling out the biggest of the big guns. If I'm not mistaken, this must be... My name is Zeus. Called it. Zeus, the king of the gods. I rule over this ancient ocean. I rule this grand interstellar city. Yeah. And you raped a lot of women too. I rule over all. And I rape over all women. And I abandon my children. I am king of the Atlantic Lost Belt. And I'm the king of the sister fuckers. No, really. All the gods are related, and they intermarry with each other. What? Alright. Ugh. Zeus? I was going to say one of the 12 Olympians, but no matter. This is unfortunately the worst of the possible scenarios I predicted of all the gods to come out and greet us. So that's the Zeus of this lost belt. I already had a good idea of this thanks to the Poseidon beside Atlantis, but indeed, this king of the gods may be very different from the one in proper human history, but deep down, they are fundamentally the same. The supreme being of Greek mythology, the winner of both Machia wars, and the one who rules over the 12 Olympians. So, is he the Lost Belt King? Not merely a divine spirit, but a genuine God who once existed right here on Earth. Alright, Holmes. His deep ties to both the concrete and abstract planes means that he is one of the phenomena shaping the very world itself. To put it another way, the king of the gods of myth is in a very real sense the closest thing there is to a ruler of the entire planet. Then, does that mean he's like Skahascati in a Scandinavian lost belt? Or Arjuna in the Indian lost belt? Unfortunately, no. The combat data we collected from Artemis and Poseidon alone speaks volumes. They were able to weaken Arjuna's divinity by attacking the faith he engendered. But we definitely won't be able to do the same with these gods. Their existence is fundamentally different. Their godly functionality is a core part of their being. Just look at the Theos Chironomia if you need proof. Their functionality is what makes them gods. Nothing can be done to alter that, and Zeus is the one who stands above all the others. Ooh. So what are you two trying to say? We're fucked with a capital F, Gorodolf. That Zeus is more powerful than any other foe we faced to date? That can't possibly be true. Don't you remember how tough Arjuna was? He was a monster who absorbed every god in India. How could anything entire orders of magnitude more powerful than him even exist? Oh boy. Wait until Zeus is added to the roster. Would he really be powerful than Arjuna Alter? If, like Artemis and Poseidon, Zeus has continuously ruled over this planet since ancient times without changing his very nature, then he is without a doubt in a league of his own. For you see, the ancient dramatist Aeschylus once described Zeus as the omnipotent and omniscient god of justice, and the god of rapists, an omnipotent king of gods. Foo, foo. Omnipotent, as in all-powerful. Oh, calm now. How can he possibly be omnipotent? Zeus is strong, yes, but he's known for being sneaky and lecherous. He used to take any old animal or person he came across and toss them up to the sky as constellations. Yeah, I mean, Zeus is a slimy douchebag. He also, wields thunderbolts said to be capable of incinerating the entire universe. Woo! Is that true, Captain? Come on, give it to us straight. You're half god on Poseidon's side, right? Just what the hell are the Olympic gods? Are they just like the myths say, or are they something entirely different? Because if Zeus really does have authority to destroy the whole universe, I don't know, okay? I mean, I could say that my father wasn't a Messene, but if this lost belt developed along an entirely different lifetime, other than the one we know, then it wouldn't surprise me if Zeus turned out to be a Messene god, just like that Poseidon was. The main question is who built the Messenes as gods. Yeah, where's kindness? If these gods were the embodiment of this pain as concrete and abstract, and possess the same abilities, properties, and authority as described in the mythology, and if, on top of that, they also possess powerful mechanical bodies, then I suppose maybe those machines were always their true bodies, even in proper human history. And if that's the case, then that would mean this lost belt is... Captain? Oh, right. Anyway, if he is omnipotent, and he seems to be, then he's the strongest being in Olympus. So it's safe to assume he has authority powerful and all-encompassing enough to merit leading the other 12 Olympians. Well, we're fucked with a capital F. Excuse my voice. Let me check the stream for a minute, guys. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the likes. Jeez. YouTube's doing okay. So stream. And let's see. Twitch, are you working? Oh, Twitch is doing okay too. Sweet. Okay, sweet. I don't know exactly what he's like here, but in the Age of Gods I know he was definitely the top dog. So if at all possible, I really rather not face him head on. Exactly. Exactly, he is not someone we want to go head to head with. It'd be one thing if there was a way to snuff out all of his demiurge class divinity like we did with Scandinavia and India. But when it's an honest to goodness genuine god we're talking about, that's just not gonna work. Foo! Foo? Oh boy. What was that? Some kind of turbulence? Oh boy. Now fall. Oh boy. Ah jeez. Insignificant ones. Ugh. All hands, brace for impact. Genshin impact. Ah! Lightning! Thunderbolts! No, these are great thunderbolts! These magical energy levels are bonkers. Every single bolt is ginormous. Wait, you're kidding me? They're all as strong as Artemis's cannon? Oh, come the hell on. I've heard of power creep, but this is nuts. Monia, do whatever you must to make sure those things will hit us. We only just got this new sip. Wait. Checking whole readings now. It's right. They're all missing us, but how? All hands on deck. Looks like our emergency scattering worked. Da Vinci. Hell yeah, it did. Well, I'll be it. Excellent work, Captain, Technical Advisor. You're both far more useful than Aqua Pazza there. So what was that gizmo just now? Anyway, some sort of secret defensive system you put together when I wasn't looking? Yeah, pretty much. It's basically a kind of spirit origin shaped grenade that uses extremely high performance dummy spirit origins to throw off enemy attacks. Ah, thanks, Da Vinci. I'm still not gonna roll for you. I'm saving my course for Koya and Oberon. Let's see. I only just finished putting it together before he went down in the Great Pit. It's the Stormborder's latest defense. I might not have been able to finish it in time of our showdown with Artemis, but it's designed to even defend against attacks in orbit. Oh boy. And as you just saw, it works brilliantly. None of that lightning is hitting us directly. Whoa. You're the best, Da Vinci. Nice job scattering, Captain. Da Vinci deserves the praise. You know it. That's right. Our Stormborder is amazing. This is just the kind of dream sip I would have imagined Captain Nemo and the Atlas Institute would come up with if they worked together. Not even Zeus's thunderbolts can touch us. You see that, Zeus? This is what proper human history's Mages Association can do when we set our minds to it. Now, all that being said, would you mind if I brought up a different issue? I know we're managing to fight a brilliant mid-air battle at the moment, but technically, the ship is still falling, right? Heh. I knew it. You had to curse us, Gordo. Of course, we're technically falling. I'm doing my damnedest to slow our fall with the propulsion system and inertia controls. But I can't change the fact that this is a boat. We're on a boat. Of course, it's not gonna work right anywhere that's not on the sea, underwater, or void space. Moonlight Mask, get to your seats, don't move a muscle, and keep an eye on the monitors. Look for any body of water we can use for any emergency landing. Sea, lake, pond, anything. Roger. Yes, sir, roger that. Dodging Zeus's thunderbolts won't do us much good if we just end up being dashed to pieces on the ground. We need to keep the storm border and myself safe at any cost. Ellipses. True, every aspect of this new border is undoubtedly at the cutting edge of proper human history technology. However, with the supreme being of a mythological system so advanced, they've had futuristic technology like nanomachines for thousands of years, really missed his first strike. Then again, what if? Captain Da Vinci, open the engine up full throttle. It's not safe to be up in the air like this. Yeah, we need to run. More like we need to land. Excuse me for a bit. Let's see. Okay, you two looks okay. And let's see. So does Twitch. And so does Restream. Okay, sweet. Nearby body of water or not, we need to land while the chafe is still working. Got it. There, target spotted 4,000 meters below. We can use the trees now forced to cushion our descent. Set inertia control to 7 o'clock. Point the bow downward. Unfurl the zero sail by 80%. Got it. I'll handle the controls. All you Marines, get to your post now. Aye aye, ma'am. We'll blast our way out of here like a giant marlin. A marlin? What's a marlin? Ugh. Keep scattering the spirit origin shape as we descend. Once we're 1,000 meters from the target landing point, pitch the bow up. All hands, brace for impact. It's gonna be a bumpy landing. Look, this G-force is intense. It feels like my gut's about to come clean off. Why are we going down this fast, Captain? I thought the spirit origin shape was keeping us safe. An elementary deduction, Gordolf. True, the storm border's new weaponry is a force to be reckoned with. However, take a look at the gale of thunderbolts and consider this. What if Zeus is still holding back? And this is just what he considers warning shots. Warning shots, then you mean he still has yet to actually attack us? No surprise there. They were all as good as dead. They might call me Phoenix, but that doesn't mean I can fly out of here. Come on, everyone, hurry. We need to get out of this airspace as soon as possible. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Damn, it's no use. I can't dodge every bolt. We're going to take a direct hit. Moonier, take the helm. We're falling. Yo. Huh? Me? Yeah, Moonier. Take the helm. Senpai! Brace yourselves, everyone. Lost Belt number 5. Lost Belt Depth A+. 12,000 BC. Interstellar mountainous city Olympus. The day to bring down gods. Alright, let's go for some deicide. Deicide. Alright. Come on, screen. Come on. Now, come on. My phone isn't that bad. Come on. Jeez. Okay, where are we? Let's see. Gliding point. Alright. Huh. I did a quest. Sweet. Section 1. Sweet. Alright, more story. Ooh, so pretty. Ah! Sit. How am I supposed to emergency land a freaking palace? I've never done it before. It's just so And why am I the only one taking the helm? The hell are you doing, Captain? Yeah, all hands, make sure it's back in tight. Hey, we stopped. I'm alive, I think. Master, are you alright? Sir, I am. All thanks to my seatbelt. I'm fine. What about you, Mass? I'm alright. I remained on standby in the house sitting posture so I could be ready for a worst case scenario. And I guess it'll work out. Good. It looks like we stuck the emergency landing. Next, shut down the magical reactors 1 through 3. And hurry, if Zeus notices their magical energy, he'll come after us. Already done, Captain. Would you mind taking care of this ship's camouflage? Don't worry, I'm on it. In fact, I'm already done. Since I disguised the ship right before we landed, the enemy shouldn't have seen where we wound up. Hurry up with the cloaking. They may not be able to see us, but they can still detect our magical energy. Aye, sir. Alright, now that things have settled down, let's assess our current situation. After Zeus attacked the storm border, we made an emergency landing near Olympus's western perimeter. By deploying optical camouflage around the ship, we were able to evade visual detection during the landing. We've also shut down the border's motive power, namely the magical reactors, and surrounded the entire hull with a concealing bounded field to prevent the enemy from detecting its magical energy. This should mean we've successfully landed the ship in Olympus, with the enemy none the wiser as to our location, at least theoretically. First off, great work, everyone. Yeah, great work, everyone. Even Munia. Let's clap. You should all be proud of that we made it out of that without having to resort to a dangerous zero sail. After all, in the worst case, a zero sail taken without the necessary precautions could wipe us all out. Really, the few times we've managed to pull one off so far were basically miracles. Woo! Woo! Anyway, the important thing is I'm glad we're all okay. It just goes to show what an excellent machine a storm border truly is. It can evade an omnipotent god's thunderbolts. It can dive into void space. If we brought it back to proper human history, It would be the greatest technological revolution of all time. That will never happen. This ship couldn't exist in a world where humanity was flourishing like it's supposed to. It's only in this completely bleached world that my Nautilus Noble Phantasm, Sion's Pseudo-Spiritron Armor, aka the Hermes Skin, Hephaestus' nanomachines, and Chaldea's engineering could all come together like this. Okay, recently, why is it in Japanese sci-fi media there's always nanomachines? Like Metal Gear Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, Fate Grand Order, and AI The Somnium Files. Metal Gear Solid 4. It's always nanomachines. The only reason the storm border exists at all is to defeat the foreign god. It won't have a purpose beyond that. Oh, I see. I suppose that's true, isn't it? But that doesn't change the fact that it's still a great dependable ship. Thanks, Captain, and everyone. Indeed, you're spot on there. I'm glad to see you understand, Moonlight. And at any rate, we can't let everything we did in Atlantis be for nothing. And we certainly wouldn't be able to look the Atlanteans in the eye if we got ourselves shot down before we even landed the ship. We'll need to be ready to use all available resources. Have you finished replenishing your command spells? I think. Maybe. Probably. Olympus' backup command spells we saved up in case we needed them for a huge battle. Yeah, sir. And we're just going to use them up like it's nothing. I'll replenish, sir. I can't believe I was actually able to replenish all 3 command spells. And right after we used them on Orion. Well, I did say they were presses. We can't exactly buy more refills at the command spell store. We were only able to scrape these together in time by running the Wandering Seas magical reactors at full blast. Pulling my technical and administrative advisor's expertise and having Sion pull a few all-nighters. Only time and luck will tell if we're ever able to make any more. I see, so we're really fortunate to be able to use them now. Yes, I suppose at any rate. Now that things have come to this, we'll have to use every resource at our disposal. After all, we still have a crucial mission we need to carry out. Right, we must absolutely cut down the Tree of Emptiness here in Olympus. Tell me, Technical Advisor, how safe do you think we are right now? Good question. From the scans of the surrounding area, I say we lucked out. I'm guessing this area we're in now is in the outskirts of Olympus. There are almost no buildings here. There's no sign of any natives, and I don't see a single soldier or defensive weapon anywhere. We can thank Munier for his choice of landing spot, because he was the one handling the controls on short notice. I agree. I would have landed the ship myself, but I had my hands full on coordinating with the Nemo series. Whew. Oh, thank you, Nemo, and your lolly soda group. Great job, Munier. When we have a chance later, I'll give you a proper lesson on how to steer the ship. Well, hey, what can I say? It was pretty impressive if I do say so myself, but still. Sir, I got a little panic when you first asked me to take over, but I figured things would work out if I just stuck to my usual game plan. Thanks, Munier. You made the right call. I can't really take the credit. The storm border did all the hard work. I just got this stable. Hey, chat. I need to check something. I'll be gone in like a minute. Promise. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's see. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out, Captain. Let's see. You definitely did. I was planning to station a Marine in the cockpit, but now I won't have to. So since I'll have one to spare now, I'll assign them to ship cleaning duty instead. Good, keeping the ship clean at all times will be a great boost to morale. Jeez. Ahem. Well, Administrative Advisor, the bad news. I know well enough by now that it can't all be good. Right you are, Director. You really are getting the hang of this. Now that we set down all of our magical reactors, restarting them will take some time. Which means, of course, that we are effectively stuck here for the time being. That means no zero sail. Either. Alright. Uh-oh, I see. At least they should have a hard time finding us here, right? So does that mean we can't get away if they find us here? Right, as long as we remain hidden, the odds of them detecting us should be low. Right, as long as we're unable to start up the ship's engine at a moment's notice, we'll be out to sea without a lifeboat if we're spotted again. If we end up taking several of those supercharged magical energy attacks head on, without even any of our defensive mechanisms to shield us, well... I don't even want to think about it. Nemo! What's up? Captain! Huh? Captain, well, why'd you collapse like that? Are you okay? I'm sorry. It looks like Zeus's great thunderbolts were even more powerful than we thought. The one that hit us didn't damage the ship too badly, but it did damage my spirit core. Yeah. Oh no, does that mean those thunderbolts are actually anti-servant attacks? It's a good thing only one of them hit us. If even one more of those had struck, we might have ended up losing our new ship. This is pathetic. I don't even have the strength to stand. Damn it, get Nemo Nurse in here on the double. Makes our captains as comfortable as possible. Right. Does this mean you're injured as well, Da Vinci? Looks that way. I thought I was just feeling off thanks to all these magical energy I used for the chafe and the concealing spell. But since I was acting as the store and border CPU when we got hit, I guess I actually got just as hurt as the captain. I think I better rest up for a while too. Da Vinci? Easy there, good. I caught her in time. Thanks for the nurse call. Is it an emergency? I'll say thanks for coming, Nemo. It's Captain and Da Vinci. The former collapsed and the latter's totally drained. Please hurry. Fo, I hope you're okay too. Moonier, how are Da Vinci and Captain doing? They're both asleep now. Well, I say asleep, but it's more like what we did back in Scandinavia. They're comatose? They're in the recovery pods I used at the time. They may seem fine on the surface, but their spirit cores have both suffered significant damage. It may take them a few days, but don't worry. We expect them both to make full recoveries. To put it in modern parlance, this will be no big deal. I hope so. Cease. Well, that's a relief. Yes, it is. It's too bad we can't visit them while they're in their pods, but I'm still glad to hear they'll be okay. Quite so. Ideally, I prefer to wait for their full recovery before we begin our plan of attack in earnest, but... Indeed, we have neither the time nor the mental capacity to spare for that. Both the captain and the technical advisor fulfilled their duty spectacularly. Yes, they may be useless for the time being, but no matter. Their recovery takes priority. Meanwhile, those of us who remain have an obligation to make the most of this opportunity they've given us. Namely, make a move before we're found, right? Exactly. By this point, I suppose there is no need for me to say anything after all, was there? Ahem. Alright, as the new director of Chaldea and the commander of the Storm Border, here are my orders. Master Moonlight, Master Kirillite, her faithful servant. There is still much you don't know about her situation, but even so, I need you two to head out. Well, I'm afraid we won't be able to support you as normal with our technical advisor incapacitated. Myself, Munir, and our administrative advisor will do our best to fill her shoes in the meantime. Your sole objective for now is to explore this lost belt and recruit other proper human history servants. At least this time we won't be at a complete disadvantage, thanks to the vanguard that got here ahead of us. Once we find the heroic spirits that came here from Atlantis, the tide is sure to turn swiftly in our favor. If we're going to defeat that detestable cursed Staria, cut down that preposterously huge tree of emptiness, and destroy that incredibly dangerous Zeus, you'll need to meet up with them first. Yes, sir. Let's get going, Mas. Right, Master. I've just run a scan of our vicinity, and I'm afraid the circumstances are very much not in our favor. Unfortunately, we will be no more able to boost our ranks via summoning circle here than we were in Atlantis. Oh, that sucks. Every last ley line for kilometers is under intense observation. They are too man-made, or perhaps I should say God-made, to be use of us. Suffice to say, we won't be able to secure the magical energy necessary to summon and maintain new heroic spirits while here in Olympus. Ah, man. I'm afraid we'll have to be content with using the spirit origin graph for temporary combat-only summons. All the more reason you need to find the heroic spirits who came here ahead of us as soon as possible. With the forces we have, we won't be able to keep ourselves safe, let alone accomplish the mission. It would have made things a lot easier if we could have summoned more combat-ready heroic spirits from the ley line. But I guess that was too much to hope for, just like it was in Atlantis. Well, in the meantime, I don't know how much these will help, but here, these are for you too. Thanks, Munir, but what are they? They're disguise kits. Well, the kind of mystic code really that Da Vinci made in secret based off the Atlanteans. Basically, they use magecraft to deceive onlookers both optically and perceptually, giving you the same effect as wearing a disguise without actually having to put one on. Oh, sweet! He said they make use of the same disguise principles as Holmes' noble phantasm. They still let you disguise yourselves as residents of Olympus and gather the information we need. Make our way into the city of Olympus. Right, I know this is business as usual for you guys by now, but still, be careful. The silver lining here is that your magical energy readings are the same as any other humans. Apparently, even Mass only has a tiny bit of servant aura about her right now. Jeez. So hey, in that sense, this would make it a lot easier to sneak in than it would be if you were bringing servants along. Exactly. Awesome. That's true. Under these circumstances, the risk of a hostile servant noticing me or senpai should be very low. So if all goes well, this will give us the chance we need to rendezvous with the heroic spirits who got here before us. But that being said, you'll still be at a major disadvantage if you do end up in the fight. but don't lean on the disguise kits too heavily, okay? Then again, you're both old hands now and racers and lost belts, so I'm sure you already know that. Director. What is it, administrative advisor? I have 2 suggestions I'd like you to hear. The first is that we send the combat and environmental information we've gathered to date to the Wandering Sea in the data packet. And for the second, well, I think discretion would be the best course for this one. Well, what's this now? Careful, I'm quite ticklish, you know. Holmes, what are you doing? Well, what was that? You know, considering how disturbing Pixiv is, I bet someone out there, possibly Japanese, probably made a doujinshi of these 2. A yaoi doujinshi. Blech. Are you serious, administrative advisor? But that surely can't. Hey Moonies, I'm trying to complete 9 sections for tonight, so that's why I'm reading quite fast and not making much commentary, but I'll try to make it entertaining for us. Anyway, need to check the stream for a bit. Let's see. YouTube looks okay, I guess. Let's see. So it's Twitch. Yeah, so it's Restream. You know, part of me wants to do something. I think get rid of these borders. Hold on a minute. Standing better? There you go. Sweet. Director, do you remember the border guards that kept Odysseus under his command? Oh, those guys? I'm quite certain that your concerns, while understandable, are nevertheless unwarranted. What? What's happened to the director? It's incredibly risky, but I can't deny that it also makes a lot of sense. Alright. As the director of Novum Chaldea, I can't have my subordinates be the only ones putting themselves in danger to restore proper human history. Very well, Administrative Advisor, I accept your proposal. Thank you. I had every confidence you would make the right decision. Follow? Huh? What's going on? What were you guys talking about? I'm afraid the time is not yet right. Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough. Seriously, Holmes? You're gonna cock tease us like this? No wonder Goei so suspects you. Oh, I haven't heard you say that in a long time, Holmes. Ha ha ha. This is no laughing matter if you ask me, jeez. Alright, once again, Moonlight, Mascurialite, as Director of Novum Chaldea, here are your orders. You two are to leave the border at once and make your way to the city of Olympus. Once you're inside, we'll find out where the other proper human history servants are and meet up with them post-haste. After you have secured an adequate fighting force, you are to cut down the 5th tree of emptiness. Roger that. Alright, Comprende. Whatever. Understood. We'll go begin our Olympus investigation right now. Woo! 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 We did a mission, but we're still in section 1. And hot damn, it's almost an hour. Ah, jeez. Just one more section. Directly beneath the fifth tree of emptiness, Magellan. Interstellar mountainous city, Olympus. Great orbital shrine, Olympia Dodona, the center of his operations. Ooh, spoopy. Europa. A revelation is upon us. A revelation is upon us. Hey Europa, now's the time of revelation. Gather round, O noble gods of Olympus. You know, I kinda like Europa. I got her she spooked me by accident when I was aiming for a different servant, but I haven't leveled her up yet. I like her character design, though. I haven't used her in the fight, no. He has ruled the heavens since the dawn of time, emerging triumphant in no less than 4 Machia. By day he rules over clear blue skies, by night he conquers what lies beyond them. He is the wielder of the great thunderbolts capable of shattering stars, galaxies, even the very universe. Authorities no less than Uranus and Cronus themselves bow to his will. He is the great demiurge, the one who wields the Cronus crown for all eternity. Now behold the words of the almighty Zeus. Whoa. I trust all are here. Indeed they are, my lord. Oh boy. Oh, Dioscuri. Rasputin. And that guy, Asiodoman. Rejoice, my fellow gods. Rejoice, gods from foreign lands. All is proceeding according to my will. The seeds I have planted have grown brilliantly, disturbed neither by chill rain nor merciless rays of sun. Tree of emptiness Magellan, now Atlas, the world tree, is about to bloom. Glory to Almighty Zeus. Hello, new viewer, what's up? Congratulations, Father. That's wonderful, Father. Congratulations. We must restore mythology to its rightful place. This lost spell's divine power must not remain relegated to Olympus. It must spread across the world. Across every bit of bleached white land. If humans were unable to save it, then the task falls to the gods instead. I shall use all the power I will to save this world in place of those gods who left our proper human history. Whoa! For it is still far too soon to lose the intelligent human species that has taken root on this planet. Oh, so Zeus is aware of proper human history. So is he going to is he going to conquer not only the world, but all timelines as well? This is indeed all unfolding absolutely wonderfully. Shut up, you Japanese gay clown. Even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined Atlas, the world tree, would grow so large so quickly. It even puts the Indian Lost Spells tree explosive growth to shame. This will undoubtedly be the land where our god, the foreign god, descends upon this world. Oh yes, of that I'm absolutely certain. Nothing could make we 3 alter egos who have come here on behalf of the foreign god happier. 3 alter egos. Wait. Okay. Okay, listen, Moonies. Okay, I'm aware Rasputin is an alter god. I know he was a servant back in New Year's. And Asya Doman here, he's an alter ego. I forgot what was the third one. It can't be Korinskaya. It is unfortunate that one of us cannot be present at this time, but no matter. You have my pledge that I will do everything in my power to help you grow the world tree to maturity, and to ensure the foreign god's descent proceeds undeterred. The foreign god? Excuse me? Is always the foreign god this and foreign god that with you? Aphrodite. Are your ears working properly? Did you not hear what Almighty Zeus has to say? He's the one who's going to save this world. There's no place for your foreign god here. Now remember your place and hold your tongue, foreigner, lest you say something you regret. Demeter. Now, Aphrodite. There's no need to let your anger mar your beautiful face. Man, Aphrodite's such a bitch. Besides, you do well not to underestimate these gods from foreign lands, especially that monk there. Rumor is that he single-handedly drove the ancient land of India into a hellish cycle of reincarnation. So I'd be careful if I were you. Lest he end up turning all of Olympus into Tartarus. Ha! Tartarus? Ridiculous. If you wish to joke, Demeter, save it for an audience who might appreciate your brand of humor. As for you, you have some nerve speaking to a foreign god in our presence. How dare you speak of a god from an alien planet, knowing full well that we descendants of chaos migrated here from across the galaxy. Yeah. Let's see. Twitch is working okay. And so is Restream. And so is YouTube. Sweet. Hey, damn it. Fudge. Damn it. Don't worry. Don't worry, Moonies. Everything's alright. And we're back. Sweet. Who do you think you are? You know nothing of Zeus's power. You know nothing of what transpired 14,000 years ago at the moment our lost belt began. Oh boy. You have no idea how Zeus's thunderbolts utterly destroyed a foreign invader who came to kill all life on this planet. Foreign invader? Ha! Was it Muhammad? Who do you think I am, you ask? I am me, of course, no more, no less. You insolent little. God battle. Wait, Aphrodite. A moment please, O goddess of beauty. If I may, allow me to remind you that we are all equally invested in seeing the world tree to a maturity. Lord Kirstaria, the Cryptor, says that though our long-term goals may be different, for now cooperating is in our mutual best interest. Kirstaria Wodine. Oh, what's this? My, is this truly happening? You, the goddess of beauty herself, the arbiter for all humanity? Deigning to take advice from a mere human. I never thought I would see the day. That's enough, Limbo. A joke is only funny when its audience is receptive. So I suggest you be more judicious about playing the jester while in the company of gods, especially given that same tendency led to your failure in India. Yeah. You don't miss words, do you? I was merely trying to lighten the mood. But you're right, I did misjudge my audience. It seems my failure in India has affected me more than I realized. Forgive me, O gods of Greece. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty. Demeter, goddess of land. All-powerful Zeus, priestess Queen Europa. Don't mind me, just trying to stretch out my neck. Wait a minute. I hope you will accept this humble apology. Accept this humble apology. What? Ah! Did he commit seppuku? Limbo, did you commit Sudoku? Limbo. Oh my. He chopped his own head off. I do beg your pardon. Not at all. I'm the one who owes you an apology. I hope you'll forgive my momentary surprise. Oh gods of foreign lands. Limbo. Don't be absurd, my illustrious Queen Europa. I'm the one who has wronged you. Now that... Lightning. Silence, all of you. I understand your anger, I understand your impatience, but stay your tongues. There are some facts we must accept, no matter how humiliating they may be. Namely the fact that without the Tree of Emptiness, none of us could exist. Our glorious Olympus prosperity, reach of Olympus' eternal reign, all depend on the Tree of Emptiness. This we must come to terms with if we are to overcome the tree's hold on us. Ooh. Overcome the tree's hold? Does that mean you plan to cut down the Tree of Emptiness? As long as you grow the tree to full maturity, we have no objections as to what you do with it afterwards. But still, the very idea of overcoming the tree hold is just... Are you truly capable of such a thing, Almighty Zeus? Indeed, it is a task beyond even my all-encompassing power. Which is why I have formed an alliance with my sworn friend, Kirstaria Wodan McCryptor. Zeus, need I remind you that he's only a human? Zeus, you would still call that human your sworn friend? Wow, I never thought Zeus would have human bros. Silence. Kirstaria Wodan McCryptor is no ordinary human. One could well liken the mammalian humans from proper human history to little more than sentient reeds. And indeed, Kirstaria is sentient. But no mere reed can ever be that strong. Kadok. Oh, hey Kadok. Long time no see, dude. So this is the Machina corridor of the great Orblos Shrine Olympia Dodona, huh? It's way too damn long if you ask me. How's the guy supposed to cross this thing and get where he's going on time? Did they just make it to scale with the gods of Olympus or something? At this rate, I'm gonna die of old age before I get anywhere. Still, on a different note, I can't believe he's just letting me walk around like this unsupervised. Wodan, I swear, I can't tell what that guy's thinking. Now, I feel like an idiot for keeping my guard up constantly, figuring it was just a matter of time before he sent someone to finish me off. I always thought a crypto without a lost belt would be worthless, that I wouldn't have anywhere left to go, and no reason to be kept alive. I was sorry he was just gonna take my serious light and be done with me. Was I wrong? I remember Director Morris Berry said, the serious light is the power to overturn the very world. Possessing it is what makes you a cryptor. We study every abnormality that could possibly occur during the 7 ages. We trained for every scenario we might encounter in the simulator. Team A was supposed to save the world, and our serious lights were supposed to be our trump card. Oh, really? Really? But it's strange when you think about it. We were never actually told what the serious light is. And I think even on the Japanese version of FGO, the serious light has never been explained. But whatever. So they told us that they're even more powerful command spells and that they produce more magical energy than the user could generate on their own. But the only one of us who actually knows when and why to use them is Wodime. After all, he was the one entrusted with their timing. So he should also be the only one who knows how the serious lights are really meant to be used. So then why hasn't he taken mine? Ever since we came back to life, Wodimes always say how the cryptors are all equal in the foreign god's eyes, but it never occurred to me that he might really mean it. Does this mean he seriously believes that? Damn it, what am I saying? There's no way he could. He's a noble. He's got to have an angle I'm not seeing. There must be something that only he knows. Something about the serious lights, the foreign god. The trees of emptiness, and why the lost belts can exist in the present day. Alright, Wodime, I'll find out what it is you're up to. Whenever it is you and Zeus are plotting, I'm gonna bring it to light. And if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna need a distraction that really stands out. You know, I was thinking, hey Pepperoncino. Well, I'm glad you're still alive. Somewhat. I still haven't been punished for my failure with the Indian lost belt, right? So go ahead and punish me however you see fit. Wodime, whatever it is, I can take it. I hope I have not given you cause to mistake me, Pepe. Pepe! We cryptors are colleagues, nothing more. I have no more authority to punish you than any of the others do. For the time being, Scandinavia Pepperoncino, let's just be glad you're alright. You start taking all this in stride. Not that I expected anything less, of course. But I still wouldn't feel right getting off scot-free. Why don't you at least take my serious light? Sir, I could probably save more face with the foreign god if I offered it up to them instead. But I couldn't care less about getting it either the foreign god or the alter ego's good graces. So here, hon, you can have my serious light. Make sure you make good use of it. Thank you, Pepe, but there's no need for that. You can keep yours. The serious light has not been my responsibility since Team A ceased to be relevant. So no, you should hang on to yours. What you do with it is up to you. I see. So Ophelia didn't happen to die after using hers. She died because she used her serious light. Would I be right in assuming that's what Marisberry had in mind when he put our team together? Ellipses. Not at liberty to answer that, huh? Now I get it. I'm starting to see just a little more of what your relationship was really like. Ooh, Pepperoncino, the sly one. Despise me if you wish. You're probably right to do so. Despise you? Now you're just insulting me, Wodime. I think the fact that you're refusing to say anything just goes to show how much integrity you have. Up to this point, I still wasn't sure who was connected to what. But I think I'm finally starting to see how the pieces fit together. Teehee, it never really sunk in before, but I guess we really are enemies of humanity after all. I have to say, Pepe, your sheer mental fortitude never fails to surprise me. I'm amazed you can still smile like that under these circumstances. Hey, it's the one thing about going for me, though in my case it's more despair than self-possessing. But hey, the important things are that I'm alive now, right now, and what it is I need to do next, right? I never get anywhere if I spend all my time fretting about a past I can't change. So I'm just going to tell you this, in the hope that it might lead to even a more fun future. You know how the disciples are always telling us the foreign God wants the lost belts to flourish, and that the strongest one will be the foundation of a new humanity? Well, I'm positive they're lying. They're not planning on any of the lost belts surviving. Then why save the cryptors? Why save the cryptors? Why create the tree of emptiness? Why plant them? What is the foreign god's true goal? I guess we'll find out till Lost Belt 7. While we've been hoping that one of the Lost Belts would become the next proper human history, they've got other plans entirely. And why do you think that? Hehe, I've heard it straight from the alter ego's mouth back when he was elated at the prospect of a seemingly assured victory. I swear, I never guessed his fondness for hearing himself talk would actually work in our favor. Haha, I see, so you got Limbo to talk. Then, I won't be responsible for what you've learned, and it won't violate my contract with the foreign god. That being said, Mura Renji, I can't say anything more in response to what you told me. All I can tell you is that I'm prepared to establish this Lost Belt as the new proper human history, and that I've done everything I can to see that vision be reality. I will use everything at my disposal to restore this Atlantic Lost Belt because this plan is future. In the meantime, I want you to carry out your duties as a member of Team A in whatever way you feel is best. Ellipses. Hey, you don't have to tell me. I was already planning to do whatever I wanted. Besides, I was never really into the whole King of the Earth competition thing anyway. But let me know if you ever need any help with anything, alright? I'm not that much of an ingrate, you know. Not that much of an ingrate, huh? Of course I know that, Pepe. You've been of help to me more often than you realize. Now, chat, I'm gonna go and check the stream for a bit. Let's see. Twitch looks okay. So does Restream. And so does YouTube. Hold on a minute. You always described yourself as a cold-blooded killer, but in fact you were the most humane, always honored in your obligations more than any of us. Foreign god. It's the foreign priestess. Hello. Oh, unless I'm very much mistaken, there is a great deal of venom in your expression. Are you unhappy with what we just discussed? Pepperoncino came to his conclusions based on what the alter ego said. There's no need to eliminate him. Nor did I tell the other cryptors any of the foreign god's secrets. So far as I can tell, there have been no branches of contract here. Am I wrong? Ellipses. Everything's proceeding according to plan. The Tree of Emptiness is now a fully grown catalyst, ready to bring your true form down to this world. Zeus no doubt means to use this energy for his own ideals. For my part, I have no intention of getting in his way. I promised him I wouldn't after all. We agreed that though our positions may be different, Zeus and I will work together to ensure that the Atlantic Lost Belt is fully completed. And I will not be going back on my word. Not after he entrusted me enough to let me see him in a moment of weakness. Ellipses. I'm well aware of Zeus's plan comes to fruition. The Tree of Emptiness magical energy will be depleted, and the foreign god's descent will be delayed. Should that happen, I'll be considered in breach of contract and my life will be forfeit. But that is not going to happen, but thus it pains me to say this as his friend. Wow. Is Woldheim the true antagonist? Oh well. Oh well. Zeus's ideals will never work, even if his plan is flawless. Once they fail, that is where I come into play. Don't worry, I'll see that my job is done perfectly. I value my life as much as anyone, after all. It would be equally trivial for me to complete this lost belt and see Zeus's ideals realized. Or to conclude this lost belt and let the foreign god descend upon this world. The only unknown factor that could possibly pose an obstacle to either of those outcomes is Chaldea and whatever course of action Moonlight chooses to pursue. I only hope her spirit isn't broken yet. I'm counting on her to make her way here and once more throw herself in a battle against me. So that I can conclusively demonstrate to her that her efforts were for naught. Ah, jeez. Yay, St. Court, sweet. Ah, jeez. Oh boy. Ah, jeez. We're almost an hour and a half in. Oh man, Moonies. Ah, jeez. Ah, man. I'm kind of tired now. Jeez. When I was looking up the guide for this Lost Belt walkthrough, it says that the story segments amount up to 2 minutes, but that's a complete lie. It takes so long to read them, at least in my case. I mean, I'm a pretty good reader, but still. I mean, I've been streaming for over an hour, and we're just on section 2. Ah, jeez, Moonies. I don't know what to do. In any case, I'm gonna end the stream here. Pretty tired. I'm pretty tired and it's getting late. At the very least, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out our main channel, Moonlight Artists. We create artwork. We do live streams over there and many more types of content there too. And check out our gaming channel, Moonlight Gaming. Very original name, I know. On YouTube as well. And don't forget to follow us on Twitch too. Sit. Okay, so Moonies, all of our socials will be on our On My Link page, Flow page, and iLink page. That was weird. So Moonies, we think you're cool, nibbas. See you on the other side of the moon. Bye. Bye, niggas. Woo.